thought they matched up really well here at home. This was a big stretch. Today was a big game. You mentioned next week in Los Angeles against the Rams, then the bye where they hopefully can get even more healthy. So
backup quarterback Brock Purdy is in the game now. Hits McLeod. So Purdy gets a chance for San Francisco. His first NFL pass is a completion for 20 yards as Jimmy G will take a seat.
Yeah, now Kittle's back in.
I was trying to get him a 100-yard game.
I don't know. I respect it. I respect it.
Pressure on Purdy, slides away, and just throws it incomplete. You know, Christian McCaffrey, again, if you're just turning us on, arrived in a massive trade Thursday night. They got rid of 4 draft picks for him. And it's incredible what he absorbed in those 2 days. He's had an impact, Greg. I mean, 8 carries, 38 yards. McCaffrey in on the passing game, about 2 for 24. So you can imagine as he gets more reps what he's going to be able to do here.
Yeah, they're just scratching the surface. This is just whatever they could kind of have him absorb in 2 days. This was nothing, right? They're going to get him in the slot. They're going to get him one-on-one matchups and some empty personnel coming out of the backfield. Kyle Shanahan's going to spend the next couple weeks, especially that bye week. They're going to have a great plan.
Second down, Purdy pumps, gets out of a sack, and just going to tuck it and run and dive forward to pick up a couple yards.
You know, the thing for Shanahan's going to be is how can we use these guys to improve our passing game, right? We see today the difference when you're such a run-heavy team versus on the other side of the coin here with Kansas City with the passing game. Your margin for error of playing with a lead is so critical.
Purdy throws. Ayuk's got it and should have a first down. We'll see who they spot him down.
So you start talking about these explosive players, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey. There's some guys here now with a play caller like Shanahan that they got to be able to generate some explosive plays in the passing game.
They just ran into a buzzsaw on Patrick Mahomes today. That's the bottom line. Mahomes, 423 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Chiefs offense, 532 yards against the #1 D in the league. And McCole Hardman, what a day. The first wide receiver in the Super Bowl era with 2 or more rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown in a game. 3 total. It's the first multi-touchdown game for him. Involved in every kind of way. And that's what makes Andy Reid's offense so beautiful. Everyone gets a touch, and you don't know how it's going to exactly happen.
Yeah, and all 3 of them were jet sweeps. It's just the one was in shotgun, so he just kind of popped it to him for a pass.
Here's Purdy, pressure coming, steps away, and throws out of bounds.
I think if I'm San Francisco, you know, you mentioned you ran into a buzzsaw. This Kansas City team is special. They're unique, both sides of the ball. But I do think there's a lot to take away from today with Garoppolo. I think the protection was shaky at times. This front and this pressure of Steve Spagnuolo's defense in Kansas City got to him, but he hung in there. You know, they're a stop away from being in this game following the Kittle touchdown. You know, so I think there's a lot of opportunities to grow from this game. You know, they're seeing what the best in the NFL looks like. At the end of the year, I think they got a shot.
Purdy loads it up, and he's got a big completion. McLeod hauls it in as we head down to the 2-minute warning. And that should take us there. But Purdy, the 7th-round draft pick, gets a little feel for an NFL game. Unfortunately, it's been Patrick Mahomes, the headline today. His Chiefs up big. Here from Santa Clara, the Chiefs up big with a monstrous second half as we bring in Mike Pereira. Mike, tell us about Jeff Bergman.
Yeah, just an incredible career. As this game winds down, so does his career. He's been with the league 32 years. He is the line judge. Took 2 years off to tend to his wife who's had cancer. But 30 years on the field. Only 7 others have done that, including his dad, Jerry Bergman. His brother is in his 21st year now. Just an incredible football family.
That's awesome. Well done, Mike. Here's Purdy back to throw it, and it's incomplete on first down. Just marveling at the Chiefs. We showed you Hardman today, Greg, and 10 different receivers catching the ball, 532 yards on offense. And I think what you said earlier in the game is right about that guy, Steve Spagnuolo, who everyone says, well, look at all the pass yards, look at and whatever. They're not a lockdown defense, but you know what? And then time comes to make big plays, they get the safety, they get the sacks, they get the pressure. Purdy. Oh, McLeod again. Nice catch. Those two hooking up pretty nicely on this drive.
Yeah, and I asked Spagnuolo just that question. I said, how do you view statistics, just from a gross statistical standpoint? Yards allowed, points allowed, touchdowns allowed.
Purdy going end zone, and it's intercepted. Thornhill has the pick, and that'll do it.